So we're live, and today in live, we are continue solving our task corresponding to heap and priority queue. And today's task is so interesting. We are designing Twitter with us. So let's share my screen, and we have a task that calls design Twitter. Let's try to read it first. So we want to design a simplified version of Twitter where we can users and posts, and user can follow, unfollow users, can get the 10 most recent tweets in their feed, and they can do these posts actually. So we have a class Twitter, we have method post, we have get news feed, follow and unfollow. So we have kind of class. And actually about constraints, we have like 500 users and 10,000 tweets. All tweets have unique IDs. So let's get a look. So for example, we are creating our Twitter. Then first user post, make a post 5. Then the same user 1 get his tweets, and he have these 5. Then this first user start following another user too. And we have another user too that also posts this tweet. And when we get this news feed for 1, we have first 6 and then 5. Then we the first user unfollow and get his tweets, and it's still 5. Okay, so let's try to create something. So actually, what we need some information about tweets, right? And all these tweets is made by some user. Yes, so we have some user ID, and we have some tweets, like tweet 1, tweet 2, and so on for this user. Yeah. Because we are getting newsfeed by user. And yeah. And this one should get the top, to see the top 10 most recent tweets. So actually this array should be like a queue, right? So when queue is empty, then we get the last element and get it out from the get out from the queue actually. So we have our users, but what we also need to get that these users have tweets, and we have follow and unfollow users. And in this case, when we have, for example, follow some user, it means that all his tweets I'm going to put in my tweet list here, into my tweet list. And to put it into my tweet list, actually I need to get something, because, for example, post tweet 5, get news feed, follow post. So this I'm just interested in like this 6, 5, and so on. Would be they increasingly or not? So that's the question. Would they increase with the time? And do we have this information or not? So simplified version Twitter where user can post tweets. Okay. So initialize post tweet. We have user tweet ID. Composes a new tweet with ID. By the user ID, each call to this function will be made with unique tweet ID. Retrieve the 10 most tweet IDs in the user's newsfeed. Each time in the newsfeed must be posted by users who the user follow or by users themselves. Tweets must be ordered from most recent to least recent. But what does it mean? Most recent and least recent. Is it by time or is it by tweet ID? Or how should be they ordered actually? Okay. Follow and unfollow. So we have user and we have these tweets. And these tweets actually ordered by most recent. So actually here we can use priority queue. And this priority queue would be sorted by time. So let's say that we have tweet ID, we have some object with user ID, tweet, right? Tweet ID and time when it was added actually. So we have these tweets by user. What if we will have not this one, but we will have only tweets by user, like this user makes this tweet at this time. And we know that each user can make no more than 10 tweets. Because otherwise it would be like take it out. And we have also followers. Yes. And for example, for user ID, we have his followers like other user IDs, user ID 2, and so on. And we have like followers map and tweets map. And first we get user ID and all his followers. Then we take all his tweets and his follower tweets. Then we try to sort them and return. So this implementation would be actually more accurate because we don't need to mess up all tweets in one. In this case, our post operation will be quick, but our get operation would be hard. Not quick, but yeah, would be less quicker. So we need to construct this feed every time. But I think let's try to implement this. So we have, as I explained, two maps, tweets and followers. And when we follow someone, we add to the map. When we unfollow someone, we remove from the map. When we post tweet, we post tweet into some user. And when we get newsfeed, this one is the most complex one. So let's try to implement. Okay, so we have our private map with user ID integer, and with user ID, and here, yes, here what we can do, what we can do is actually we can have like priority queue, right? Or we can try first with just a queue with integer. So we have users, or let's call it tweets. And also we have another map with our followers. Here we have like a list of followers. Okay, so tweets and followers. So when we post a tweet with user ID, we actually add to our tweet put by user ID. Yeah, we can check like if tweets contains key user ID. If it's not contains, then we just make like tweets put user ID new linked list. Otherwise, we are doing this following. We are getting by user ID and add tweet ID. So that's the post method. Then get new feed. So this one would be the most complex one. So let's try. Let's try to implement actually this one. So we have to have some integer tweets. Tweets list, new array list. Then we are getting from our map tweets from this user. Tweets get user ID. So tweets list and all this one. Then we are going by all his followers. So we are going like followers. Followers get user ID and list integer followers IDs. Okay, and actually he couldn't, he can't follow no one. But we still can do something like int follower ID, followers ID. And we can do like if followers IDs is not equal to null. And here we actually do the same, but here we take followers ID. Then we have our tweet list. Then we want to sort it, so we make tweet list sort, and then we are doing the following: int I is equal to 0. So let's do the following. So while, so we have a result, integer result, and while tweet list size so while tweet list size is integer k equal to 10, so we have to like return the k most elements, and we have return results. So it would be our while loop, and for example we have 11, right? So while k is greater than 0, or I think like this. And if and here we have to sort it. So we have to sort it by time. So tweet list, it's not integer actually. It should be a pair of integer and timestamp. And here we are getting the just first 10 elements. So we just doing our for loop, integer I equal to 0, I is less than results length, I plus plus result, and here we get our tweet list, get I, not result but tweet lists, less than tweet length, and I is less than 10. Not or. And, so for example, we have tweet list 11. So 11 is greater than 0, and 10 is greater than 0. If we have 9, we have this false. So we are not going here. So we get results and tweets get I, and result add this element actually. And here I think we should create a record pair, and this record pair actually have integer value, and local date time, and we have queue of pairs. And when we post new tweet, we add not only tweet ID, here it will be tweet ID, but we create something like new pair of tweet ID and new local date time. And now we have tweet lists. Okay, tweet list and all tweet, and here we sort, and actually here we have like two elements, I and j, two pairs, and we can get like from greater to, yeah, from most recent. So j time compared to I time, so something like this. Then we have our result, and we put onto these results. Okay. Let's try to run it and to check if this comparison correct. So yeah, we have compile error, and yes, local date time record pair cannot find symbol local date time. Cannot find symbol in Twitter. We can do it like local date time dot now, something like this. Maybe daytime. No, I think date. Okay. Tweet ID, local date time. Maybe let's create not local date time, but like, I don't know, like counter or something like this. Counter, like global counter. Here we have counter. And here we have like something like this. So when we pass new tweet, we always have unique counter. And when we compare them, we just get counter minus I counter. Let's run it. Okay. Cannot find symbol in Twitter. Counter. Yeah, not counter, but counter. Something like this. And now we have tweets. Tweets. It should be size. Pair cannot be converted to integer. Yes, so we have our tweets get, and we have to get tweet ID. Okay. Okay, good. So let's do this follow now. So follow, it's actually should be quite simple. So we just get followers, follower ID and followee ID. So we check if, so I think it should be kind of the same logic here. So if we don't have follower ID, we just put array list. And then we get not tweets but followers. Follower ID, and we add followee ID. When we unfollow, we should always have follower ID, I believe. So we just get our follower ID and remove or delete followee ID. Let's check. Maybe remove. Index 2 out of bound of lengths. Okay. Unfollow. So when we unfollow, so why index 2 out of bound of lengths? So yeah, because it's removing. Yeah, it's removing by ID. So that's problem here actually. So what we can do, we can have a set here by followers, and here it will be set, and here it will be hash set, and now we can remove it correctly. Let's try. Okay, let's submit it. Okay, so we have null pointer for this test case. Because C is null. Null pointer cannot invoke collection to array. What does it mean? Collection to array. Tweets list, followers, tweets ID. Without add all, because C is null. So when we add all, yeah, we are doing here add all, and here we get like tweets get. So for example, we have followers, but we have null. So we can check, yeah, so if this one is not null, we can, yeah, not add them at all. Here as well, we can check, yeah, if this one is not null, we are adding to the tweet lists. Yeah. So yeah, let's check it. So we have another test case, and let's check with this test case. Let's submit it. Test 5. Cannot invoke set remove because the return value is null. Okay, so if this is null, follow the ID, null pointer exception. Yeah, here as well, I can check like if this one is not null. Yeah, then we can do the same. Yeah, so now we have now accepted solution, 5 to 89% bit, nice. So we have array, set, yeah, kind of the same, I think. Tweet, and yeah, so there is no priority queue actually, so they are sorting them. Good one. And let's see some solutions. Okay, user, follow and follow, hash set, post. Okay. Nice. Okay, so thank you very much and see you next time.